Hello everybody, Bryant here with Six Flags Fiesta Texas Source. We're back at the park. I'm very excited. Today's going to be kind of an interesting day. We're going to talk a little bit about the history. I had a question about when Boomerang and Scream opened. I'll talk about that. I'll actually talk about that whole year because that was a very interesting year for the park. And I'll talk about the theater that is where Scream is now as well. We're gonna go check out Power Surge. Last day to ride Power Surge is today, so I'm gonna show Power Surge a little bit of love. Won't be riding, but it'll have its own little video feature here. And we'll check out some shows, we'll walk around the park, we'll see what's going on. So let's go. Oh wait. Before we go, we gotta do sunscreen. You can't be going to this park without sunscreen.
And getting sunburnt today. Today's not the day. I ain't playing no games with the sun. Not at this park. We're burning alive at this park.
One of the questions we got asked this week is, when did Boomerang open? And the answer to that is March 13th, 1999. Now, 1999 was a very interesting season for the park. There was a lot of transformation. However, there's something else you might want to know about this ride. So prior to 1999, Frisbee actually sat in this location. I'm going to put a picture in right here. So this is Frisbee when it was in Los Festivales. And photo credit to Ace on that. That actually popped up on the Ace Facebook page recently, and I was very happy about that. However, in 1998, they put Frisbee here, and then they decided to build a roller coaster. So in 1999, they moved Frisbee to the boardwalk section, where Hurricane Force 5 is now, and then built this Boomerang. I do want to point out that even though I don't ride Boomerang, they did repaint the handrails, and that's looking real nice. One interesting fact that you guys might want to know about a Boomerang is that there are, give or take, around 50 of these operating in the world. So a fairly common ride for theme parks to install. Doesn't make them any less fun. They're just very popular for parks to install. They're very compact, and guests seem to really enjoy them. Now, as I was saying, 1999 was an interesting year for the park. They also got Scream, Poltergeist, they got Lone Star Lagoon, which is the wave pool, and they got a few other rides. So 1999 was really kind of the first year that Six Flags took the reins of this park and said, hey, we're gonna build a ton of rides because that's what we did back then. Now, I know I was asked about Scream and the theater at Scream. When we get over to that side of the park, we'll talk about that more. If you guys need a fidget spinner, you can get it here. Does anybody else just really enjoy the sightline from this part of the park? You have the cool castle with the rock wall and then Sky Screamer up there in the background. I would really love to see maybe a picture or just hear about the statue that used to be on this pedestal. I've never seen it here. I always forget to ask you guys because I passed by this thing and it's very clear there was a statue here. I'm just very curious what it was. One of the things I'm trying to work on this weekend is some park area virtual tours. So basically what I'm doing is taking video of basically the perimeter of an area. I'm going to go around in a circle. I'm going to put all that together in a video and kind of see how it turns out. So I'll keep you guys posted. Obviously, if you see one pop up on the channel, you'll know that it went really well. So I want to bring that to you guys. I know someone mentioned about having a video of a park tour. It would be hard to do one video of the whole park, but I will try to do sections at a time and really try to break down the section, tell you about the attractions, shops, rides, etc., etc. For lunch, I got a crispy chicken salad. I know that doesn't look like the healthiest thing, but It's gonna be healthier than a lot of the other options, and I'm gonna check out Memphis to Motown while we eat.
Forever, if I so desire.
If you guys walk over to the Crack Axle Canyon section of the park, over by Old Blues Barbecue and Cactus Jack Snack Shack, on the fence here, there's this really cool sign that you guys should come check out. It kind of tells you the moments in roller coaster history from the park, and actually talks about quite a bit of stuff. I'm assuming this was probably from the CoasterCon Ace event from June. One of the other questions / historical points that were asked on our social media account was, when did Scream open? And this actually opened the same day that Boomerang opened, which was March 13th, 1999. So this is a 200-foot tall combo tower from S&S, which you can find at a lot of Six Flags parks. Now, on March 13th, only 2 of the towers opened. The 3rd tower opened later that year. So, another thing that someone wanted me to talk about was the Loop Drive-In Theater. Now, this building that you're looking at that wraps around Scream is actually part of this old theater that used to be here. Now, from the research I've done, it looks like they did 50s and 60s themed shows here. They had live bands, singers, dancers, and yeah, this is definitely shaped like a theater. Of course, a lot of it is gone now, but you can still see some of the stuff here. And they actually had a lot of cars out here out front to make it look like a drive-in, of course. It's ironic because they have all of these current cars out here and it's not theming, it's just advertisement. And I'm gonna pop up a picture from a brochure that I found from the early 90s. I'm gonna put that right here. And you can see that there was a sign, and you can see the theater resembles the entrance to Scream Now. And now we come back. If you looked at the front of the picture on the brochure, there was the Starlight Sign, or the Loop Drive-In sign that kind of gave you the show times and everything. And that was along the edge of this wall. So right behind this building is where that sign would have been. And there would have been cars lined up, and you would have come up and looked at this theater. If you guys ever watched Rockin' at Rockville High, they actually reference this in that show. So if you ever saw that show, you can go back on YouTube and watch that show, and they actually reference the Loop Drive-In. If you guys walk into the lobby of Zaragoza Theater for the 25th anniversary, they actually have a display of some of the shows that used to happen here and the costumes. It's very awesome. So if you guys come see Vinyl Countdown before it ends this summer, make sure you come check all of this out. As you guys know, today is the last day for Power Surge. If you watched the previous video to this, I touch a lot more on the removal of this and what could be happening back here potentially. Today we're just gonna enjoy a few shots of the ride since this is the last day it'll ever run. Alright folks, another super fantastic day here at Fiesta Texas. There's just not a lot to complain about when it comes to this park. Things just run great every time I come here, especially today. It is a Sunday. I was expecting it to be a little busier. I think maybe a ton of people are in the water park. I did not look or go into the water park, so I couldn't tell you, but it's very possible that's where people are, because the parking lot definitely looks a lot busier than the main park. So that's going to do it for this trip. Make sure you guys check us out on social media. That's where we post updates about everything, park related, website related. Check out the website, sffTsource.com. I basically have everything. We just revamped the whole history timeline on there, so you can see some old pictures from the park and just a little more in-depth information year to year. And that's something that I worked on for a while, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. If you have any other questions about Fiesta Texas or just theme parks in general, don't be afraid to ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for some of those park tours that I was talking about. I worked on a couple today. We'll edit them together. I'm still trying to decide how I want to put those together to make them just as informative and creative as possible. But be on the lookout, because they'll be coming. Thanks for watching, guys.